What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Zach. Listen to me really good, because I know for a fact that a lot need to hear this. And sadly, yes, a lot more than what some people might think. And that is this: you only know someone's name, not their story. And we all have a 100% different, but 100% true story about us. No matter what that story is about a person, it's all 100% true. I can promise you that. It's just like what I told you that I've been through my whole life. With all the judgment that I went through, as far as the dating, the relationships. I'm 36 and still never have been on dates or relationship because, again, too many people want to judge. And no, not all females are like that. But I say that because, yes, the fact that I've always been through that will mess me, that can really mess with you. Because when you find that right person, you think, man, is this going to happen again? Am I going to go through this same scenario again? When in fact there's good people out there, but you only went through one thing. But you've only known one thing, and that's being hurt. So I say this because, look, again, you only know someone's name, not the story, because we all have a 100% different but 100% true story about us. And you know what? Everybody handles things differently. For me, I'm one of those. Yeah, you see that I have a rough time with different things, but I'm one of those that I never show my tears. I don't show my tears, but that doesn't mean that I don't have them. You know, Also, yeah, like I've said before in a different YouTube video, yes, I went through depression for a few months, and I called that person out on it. But I also, like I said, I went through the judgment of when it comes to like dating or relationships. Just because I'm in a wheelchair, I've never had that experience. And yes, it sucks for being 36, and that's all I've had. That's all I've went through. And again, there's people out there that I know that are judging that. But again, you only know someone's name, not the story. And we all have a 100% different, but 100% true story about us. And again, I use my example, which 100% true story, because I don't know your story. I don't know what you've been through, unless you tell me. But even then, when you tell me, I still don't know what you've been through, because I haven't lived that. I haven't been through that situation. I only know your name, not your story. But at the same time, even though I haven't been through it, I understand it, because it sucks going through something. you know? And like I said, you're not the only one that's been through something. I've been through a lot. I know everybody's been through a lot. We all go through something. But again, we only know someone's name, not their story. And we all have a 100% different, but 100% true story about us. And like I said, so many people judge a situation that someone goes through that would have messed that person up. I see so many people that have went through hell like I went through, and some people, unfortunately, are not here right now because they went through depression. And you know what? I did too. As I mentioned, I think a few YouTube videos back. But you know what? I went to the doctor, and which I had to go anyway just for a checkup. After I got out of the hospital this last time, as you saw my YouTube videos from the one or two that I made while I was in the hospital. But with that said, now, I feel like I'm more energetic. I'll put it that way. I feel like I've got more in me. I feel like I'm more upbeat. I'm nothing. Not a lot's getting to me right now. Yeah, things still get to me, but not as much as they used to. I've got more control of it. Did I ever think I was gonna have to do that? Be honest with you, I'm 100% honest. No, I didn't think so at all. But I did, and I'm glad that I did say something, and was able to get a handle on it, because you know what, like I said, you only know someone's name, not their story, and each and every one of us have a 100% different, but 100% true story about us. And like I said, you may not understand that person's story. And with that said, it's okay to be able to say, wait a minute, I don't understand this, or I don't understand that. And ask questions. It's okay to ask questions. Because when you ask questions, instead of being a judgmental prick towards someone, and I say it like that because there's a lot of people that's like that. And that's not right. But when you ask questions about something maybe that you don't understand, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised just how much you can find out. That's how much you can learn, in other words. And I know I'm not setting up, with my camera straight, but when I do, I'm trying to keep that sun out of the screen from the back windows. But what I'm saying is this. Remember when you're thinking about judging someone, just remember there's a lot of people that go through situations and made it through those situations that more than likely would have messed you up. Or, somebody might have made it through something with no problems. And you might be somebody that goes through the same problems as them, but yet, guess what? You struggled through it. And you know what? I'm not saying struggling through something is a bad thing, because we all go through something. But, there's some people that'll go through things, through situations that would really mess others up. Especially if, someone goes through something, maybe someone goes through the same, situations that you go through, or maybe they haven't been through what you've been through, but suddenly they start to go through the same situations and they're not sure how to handle it. So, with that said, again, never judge a book by its cover. Because, again, you only know someone's name, not their story. And we all have a 100% different, but also a 100% true story about us. And with that said, when after, at the end of my YouTube videos, I might say, much love. And that, you're thinking, how can this person love us? Don't even know us. Which is, again, 100% true. But again, think about it as this. We all have a 100% different, but 100% true story about us. I may not know a person, but you can love a person. And you can make sure that person or persons don't go through hell alone. And if a person is going through hell, help them. Because guess what? Again, you might be the only person that does help them. And there again, that's one reason why when I started this YouTube channel over 2 years ago, that's one reason that I started this again. Because I love helping people. I love helping people. Because, again, one, that's how I was raised. That's how my parents raised me from when I was a little kid up until right now at 36. And yeah, 100% true. I lost my dad back in 2019, February 6, 2019, from a massive heart attack. And you know what? That's one person that wanted to see me have a job working, or even have that special someone, be able to get married to that one woman, or have a girlfriend and be able to marry that same woman, and, have kids. And you know what? Yeah, being 36, yes, it's messed with me. Don't get me wrong. But I see so many people that went through that same situation, have trouble with something. and it messes with them. You know, I had a friend of mine, like I've told you all before, that was one with cerebral palsy. He went through the same thing that I went through, depression was, and he had depression over it. And he didn't want to be here no more. And guess what? He ran to me about it. Again, ran to me, well, called me, and told me about it. I stayed up with him the whole night just to make sure that he was all right. And this, again, that's a person that I've been through hell with. In other words, I've saw that person go through it. I said, look, I've been in your position. I've been in that spot, that judgment, that, yes, different, disabilities. Because, his is cerebral palsy and mine's level 1 spina bifida. And I say level 1 because there's 4 different levels. And mine's only just gets my balance. But at the same time, I've been in that position. I don't know that story because I've never had it, I've never been through that, so, that disability. But at the same time, I know how that feels. And, and here we are now, 10 years later, and that person now calls me his big brother. Now, no, we're not related. We're not blood related at all. But he still calls me his big brother. Because the hell that he went through and told me about, I said, I got you. And I was right there all along. Because I don't wish that on nobody to go through hell like that. Again, like I said, you only know someone's name, not their story. And we all have a 100% different, but 100% true story about us. And I speak on this situation with, like I was saying, because he even told me, hey, if you would like to, you have my permission to speak on that situation. And you know what? That's why I do. But again, in a way I know that story, but then in a way I don't. Because I've never been through that disability. All I know is my disability with level 1 spina bifida, just being my balance. And all the hell and heartbreak that I've ever had to deal with. Because, like I said, being 36 and knowing nothing but heartbreak from, women, because of having a wheelchair. It sucks. It really sucks. And, I see so many that have, turned me down. And then, they go have, kids. And then suddenly, now they want you. And you know what? Yeah, I'll still step in. I'll still take that chance. But at the same time, that hurts. And I'm just being 100% honest. again, you only know someone's name, not their story. Because we all have a 100% different, 100% true story about us. But again, with that said, I try to tell you my story. I try to let you have access to that, and meaning I try to let you know my story. You know, that way maybe you might better understand how things go, or better understand my what I talk about, or my situation. Again, I know I use my situation a lot, but that's only because I don't know everybody's story. I mean, I know your story if you tell me what you go through, or maybe what your disability is, or whatever the case may be. But no matter what, keep being you. Be proud of yourself. And guess what? I'm proud of you as well. I mean that. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate all the comments, the shares. I appreciate all the subscribers. I appreciate it all, because you know what? Being here with YouTube, and like I said, not being one that I don't get to post every day, or that I don't post every day, and you still stay, and I appreciate y'all 100%. I try to tell you my story, you know, well, or the 100% truth all the time. I always tell you the 100% truth 100% of the time. I'm always honest with you. And I can't say thank you enough for all that's still here. And I'll put it this way to you. At night, like before I go to sleep, I'll read comments. If somebody comments on a YouTube video or videos, I go through and I read the comments. Just how and seeing the positive impacts I make on others, and seeing the positive comments that others leave me, write to me, and and try to lift me up as much as I try to lift you up. And that's what this is. We may not know each other. And yes, like I said, there's some people that I do know personally. But even for those that I may not know personally, on YouTube, you're still there. I still see you. Yet you may not understand my story, but at the same time, you ask questions. And I got a lot of respect for those kind of people. So with that said, again, if there's something that you would like to hear, if there's something that you would like to hear, or, again, something that would help you. And it can be more than one thing. It can be a couple things. If you got more than one thing that you would like to hear, tell me, and I will get that done for you. I may do things like, if you say you want to hear like 2 or 3 things, I may do instead of just doing all on one YouTube video, I may do, a couple of YouTube videos. Say you have like 3 things you want to hear. I may try to break it down and do 3 YouTube videos instead of just, cramming all 3 things that you want to hear into one YouTube video. So again, with that said, I appreciate y'all. Much love. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate all subscribers, comments. Keep going. Keep being you. Much love. And let's get it.